What's up? Welcome back to another edition of Real Music 2.0 with Jordan J. This is part 5 of the series. And yes, welcome back. Welcome to my world. And right now I'm staying on 15 acres around the area where I live. A lot of mountains around. And it is pretty magnificent out here. Really crazy energy. Pretty powerful place, actually. Some of the peaks out here look like something out of a movie, and they're really powerful. But this whole area is insane that way. I've never been somewhere like this before, but I've been out here for about a month, and I have slight confession. Got sharks in the house too. There are 2 sharks that live here, and I mean sharks. Like they're right beside me right now, listening to me. And yes, they are part of my life here. Some would say it's kind of inhumane to have 2 reef sharks in their home, in this place. But, I guess the tank is big, but, it's not my call. They're not mine. So I merely have to deal with it and torment them slightly and do other things to experiment with their shark mind. But yes, I'm going to start this show with a song by Foster the People. It's the band that I first kind of heard a bit of them in Vancouver, Lower Mainland, when I was living there from my sisters. And there was just kind of a bit of buzz about them. And they had the song Helena Beat. They had other ones. And we all know those ones. I think, they had a couple hits. So, maybe you don't know them, but there are a couple of them that are pretty, the hooks and stuff like that, but whatever. Helena Beat is one of them. So I heard that song and I thought, wow, this is pretty sonic and futuristic and it sounds fucking cool. Like it was just interesting. So I started getting into them and yeah, I've listened to them since then really. So that was probably about 9 years ago. So yeah, I'm still into them, but not all their music necessarily, and people know that about me. I've got that shuffle mentality, so you should do that. You should touch down in certain waters. You don't have to go all the way into the lake, though, man. You can just like a couple songs by any artist. It's just being very, open-minded and open truly, not just in the sense of just talking about it or saying that you're open-minded or that you like all kinds of music. Everybody says that. So here we go. I'm going to play a song by Foster the People. This one is a really cool one. I really like the video to it. The video is incredible. It's quite the trip. But it's a tribute to classic style of doing things in that regard when it comes to videos or film. It's something that has to be seen. It pays tribute to a lot of things. It reminds me of a lot of really cool artists, maybe like even Jesus and Mary Chain, Sonic Youth. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on there. But the song is called Coming of Age. And yes, it's by Foster the People. Welcome back to Real Music 2.0. This is part 5, as I mentioned. So we're going to start it off with this song. And once again, the song is called Coming of Age.
got nothing to say. Feels like it's coming. It's like a coming of age. Feels like it's coming. It feels like a coming of age. And when my fear pulls me out to sea, and the stars are hidden by my pride and my enemies, I seem to hurt the people that care the most. Just like an animal, I protect my pride when I'm too bruised to fight. And even when I'm wrong, I tend to think I'm right. Well, I'm bored of the game, and too tired to rage. Feels like it's coming. It's like a coming of age. Feels like it's coming. And I'm burning of age. Feels like it's coming. It's like a coming of age. Feels like a coming of age.
That was Foster the People with Coming of Age. Cool song, incredible video, which I would encourage you to check out on YouTube if you really like the song. And that's a true testament to real videos, that one. So that's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to carry on and play a song by Strung Out from Los Angeles, California. They are one of the best bands on the Fat Records label, run by Fat Mike from NoFX, which also has, NoFX, other bands like Good Riddance, other really amazing punk bands. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Those are the only ones I can really think of, but Strung Out is one of the best ones. And, NoFX is on that label too, but it's just like a ton of really cool punk bands, and No Use for a Name as well. And I think Swingin' Utters, Smokin' Pope, some other ones. A lot of big names for that, scene, especially for that period of time in the 90s and stuff where there was a huge golden era of that stuff. So Strung Out is one of those bands from that period of time. And they're interesting, though. They're more like melodic hardcore. There's thrash metal elements in there. You can hear everything from Slayer to other stuff like skate punk, big time. They're from the Warped Tour. They were really a huge part of that, and it's just kind of really a combination of sounds that's come into one sound. hard to describe, but they're kind of dark. They're from LA. They're a little heavier at times. They're melodic, but thoughtful and incredibly good and very pure. So I don't know, lyrically, very integral. And I don't, yeah, really get into their new stuff, but their older catalog and everything like that, all the way to their very first album, probably up to, right before Transmission Alpha Delta, which is an album they put out a while ago. It's been a while, but yeah, no, I'm just into the stuff before that. Exile in Oblivion is a great album. There's so many other ones that are amazing. Agents of the Underground, Prototypes and Painkillers. But this album that I'm going to play a song from is the American Paradox album. I believe it was released in like 2000 or 99, something like that. It's a really cool album. Talk about heavier music. There's a real combination of things going on, some serious metal stuff in there too. But yeah, as always, pretty cool, sensual, very thoughtful, intelligent punk rock too. It's just a lot of things. So this song from that album, though, the American Paradox album, is called Alien Amplifier. And it kind of exhibits that pretty well, I would say. All those things that I was describing there. So it's one of those things about Strung Out. They really can reach a very broad audience. So I'm going to play this song, Alien Amplifier, from the American Paradox album for you to check out.
I swear just one more. I'm the rum of the last one. I didn't really mean to write it all, and it's all my fault. I'm wasting precious time on words that never seem to get through to anybody else. Here alone, I don't know what I want to say. When you're around, I got a lot to write about, and words are communication scratched and overland our lives. But it's all your fault. I've broken everything I own, unable to spit out when you stand and wait for me. Here alone, I don't know what I wanna say, but when you're around, I got a lot to think about, and words are lies, convenience in disguise, but we'll never really let each other in. And we're all dead, communication's dead, and I'm not better than the ones that speak about. Give me signs of frequency and line to understand what you really wanna say. Here alone, I don't know what I wanna say, but when you're down, I got a lot to write about. When words are lies, convenience in disguise, but we'll never really let each other in.
That was Strung Out with the song Alien Amplifier from the album, as I mentioned earlier, that is called American Paradox. I'm going to play a song now by a band that I just kind of recently got into, more or less. It's just at work, I'm always into different music, always trying to go through different avenues that way and discover different bands that, I think would be something worth investing in. And, sometimes I'll just delve a little bit and just take what I want. I think we all kind of do that. So, once again, that's a tribute to that shuffle mentality. It's the only way to be, really. It keeps it very fresh and it keeps things popping. And the diversity of that allows you to have longevity. Just you don't really get stuck in one world, and it can be a rut sometimes, and it actually can be quite stagnant and non-progressive. But all that aside, this band is called Clutch, and this is an album called Psychic Warfare, and it's just one of their many albums. But I like this song a lot, so this is, like I said, this is one of the songs, and the song is called Firebirds, and it's been something that, like, when I've been driving and stuff like that on my job, I'm cranking this a lot of the time, and it's a actually something I got to be careful with. You know, you really can push on the accelerator with faster songs, but it's badass. It's a badass band. They got a real different kind of sound. There's a lot of southern twang and a lot of different heavy music stuff going on there, but there's a huge southern influence. There's no argument about that, and you can hear bands like Corrosion of Conformity and other bands that you can hear that influence in there, and you can tell that that's what they're going for. So, but they achieve it quite well, and they've got some obvious integrity, and they're pretty trippy sometimes too. It's southern rock elements, and all up and down the line. But yeah, I don't like all their music. That's just it. I like what I like. So this is the song Firebirds by Clutch, a badass band. That was Clutch with the song Firebirds from their album Psychic Warfare, which I might note also has a really killer cover. It's pretty hardcore. So, yeah, that band obviously has interesting perspective. So, I would encourage you to check them out, see what you find, see what you like, do what you do. I'm going to play a song now, taking it back a little bit, and this is one of the great influencers, one of the great bands, Nirvana. It's a song, though, that a lot of people, they don't really always kind of throw out there, but they should. This is from the Incesticide album. This is one of my favorites for a long time now. This is like a long time. I've always liked this song particularly for a long time because I had like live stuff with them, videos, and I saw them play this song, and it was insane. I think it was Rock in Rio, and yeah, Kurt Cobain was on stage wearing a dress, and it was insane. He was obviously loaded, and but they, rocked out and tore it up as usual, and it's just that's part of it, really. It's that song's got that kind of ripped up energy anyway. The song is "Die" from the Incesticide album, so I'm gonna play it here by Nirvana, the one and only. That was Nirvana with Dive from the Incesticide album. And I'm going to scurry along to another avenue of this world, and the artist is Pink Floyd, and the lead singer is Syd Barrett in this case. It's from 1967. This is an unreleased track called Sunshine, and the Pink Floyd of that time was a lot more punk rock. Very interesting. I mean, England was a very heavier scene as far as the acid rock scene goes. All through the '60s, they had bands like The Who and The Creation, and all these other bands destroying shit on stage. The Move, bands like that. And they had the clubs like the UFO, and their whole scene was a lot different than America's. And a lot of bands were really quite punk rock, man, like The Who and stuff. I mean, yeah, Cream bands. There's a huge list, but they turned a lot of the bands turned into bigger bands later on too, huge ones that are some of the backbone of rock and roll. Are considered that way. I mean, Cream already is considered one of those backbone bands. That's Eric Clapton right there. So, without any ado, and I don't want to get too into that, but it's part of the whole package. And Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett. It's one of the coolest periods. It was my favorite, and it still always will be. And yeah, it's just a different scene because Sid was the lead singer from about 1965 to 68. He started to lead the band, and then he put out solo albums, which are considered iconic, and they are. An amazing songwriter, amazing artist, a great painter as well, actually. He passed away when I was living in Los Angeles. I found out about that. And it was around the same time Arthur Lee from the band Love passed away as well. And he was actually from Los Angeles, Arthur Lee. He's a Los Angeles native, a very much legendary, iconic figure. So both of them, yeah. But yeah, this is Sunshine by Pink Floyd, the lead singer Syd Barrett. But it's just an instrumental, and that's all that's needed. It's pretty damn cool, man. So yeah, so just a short look through a window into that period of time. So here it is, Sunshine. That was Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett with the unreleased instrumental Sunshine that was recorded in 1967 around the time they were recording Piper at the Gates of Dawn, which is the big album that Syd Barrett did with Pink Floyd, and that is absolutely a landmark in music, period. So I'm going to play a song now. Moving on, I would like to play a song by Gil Scott-Heron, the legendary poet, R&B singer, soul singer, everything singer. I don't know. Gil Scott-Heron it's a different category when you start getting into stuff like that. It transcends even artists like Bobby Womack or Marvin Gaye or whomever, in those categories. Teddy Pendergrass. It's not necessarily just soul music. It's a social movement and a lot of relevancy, and it's something that's on another level. I can't stress that enough or emphasize just, anymore that Gil Scott-Heron, he's an icon for a different reason. And yeah, I'm going to play a song by him called New York City, and it's an amazing, mesmerizing song. So really a true tribute to true New York. And may Gil Scott-Heron rest in peace. He passed away years ago, but he is truly a poet and an icon, and someone that spoke on things that were extremely real and still have total relevancy today and are very current, all the different issues and stuff like that. But also, we're just extremely current to the times and ahead of the time, though, at the same time. So that's what makes him a genius. Truly, you can say that. That's a word that gets thrown around a lot, but Gil Scott-Heron is that. He is that for sure. So I'm going to play a song called New York City, and here it comes. New York City by Gil Scott-Heron.
But there ain't nothing wrong with the city. Just some people been wrong there like everywhere else in New York City. I don't know why I love you. Could be you remind me of myself. And I've been broken, criticized, and I've been pushed off to the side. I've been kicked when I was down, but I've always felt inside like New York City, misused and mistreated, and run with when the running was good, and ignoring the bids, absorbed by those who live there, and the gangsters keeping the books. No, there ain't nothing wrong with the city. Just some people been running it and running it, running it to death. New York City. I don't know why I love you, but it could be you remind me of myself. Come on in here with this sticks timbale, man. The sounds of the city transport people around the sun. Music from every nation, they help make the island one. It's home to both champ and artists, and dreamers from everywhere. But most of all, kind-hearted people whose stories that ain't on the air. New York City. I don't know why I love you. Maybe it's because of you, mine. Like so many others, found it all too easy to stand off at a distance and criticize. But there ain't nothing wrong with the city. Just some people been wrong there like everywhere. New York City. I don't know why I love you. Could be you remind me of myself. And I've been broken, criticized, understand. And I've been pushed off to the side. City. I don't know I love you. Something inside of me I feel. New York City. I don't know why I love you. I don't know why I love you, but it's real. I don't know why I love you, but it's real. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I love you, but it's real.
That was Gil Scott-Heron, the legend. Song New York City captures a lot right there, and it's truly timeless music with a lot of different cultures and things just kind of meshing together in that song. So it's fantastic, and may he rest in peace, a true poet of our time. So I'm going to carry on my wayward shine and play a song by Sublime with Bradley Nowell, the one and only Sublime, the real Sublime, seeing as Sublime and Rome is really fading away right now, and it's meant to, and that's because they've only got one original member anyway, and it's just, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't like to use the word karma, but that's what's really up, something like that. So, yeah, but let's get back to that. Sublime with Bradley Nowell, song is Greatest Hits, and it's a live version. It's the best version I've heard. There's another one on the Stand By Your Van album. It's a live version as well. The original I don't really care for. It's okay, but it just, to me, it just creates a framework for what they did live. And as a live band, it just really, that's the best. So Sublime is the best live. So it's on YouTube on the live 94 to 96 DVD rip as well. So you can rip that yourself and just download it. But here's the song, Greatest Hits by Sublime, and rest in peace to the great Bradley Nowell here singing and on guitar. that was Greatest Hits by Sublime, led by the legend Bradley Nowell. Rest in peace. And I'm going to play a song now by a band that I'm sure he liked, actually. And it's a band called Steel Pulse. They're one of the best roots rock, reggae, acid rock, contemporary, whatever, I don't know. Or a lot of reggae, obviously a lot of influences from guys like Bob Marley. I mean, what else would you want to draw from besides there's a lot there. It's infinite what's there. But yeah, Steel Pulse is really unique though. They're different from him too, and it's a full band. So they're an ensemble, and they have amazing albums. This one, Earth Crisis, is one of my favorite albums by Steel Pulse. I don't know their stuff inside and out, but Earth Crisis, I pick and choose my songs from there, and this one is one of my, it's one of the top ones for me. But the song is called Wild Goose Chase, and it's lyrically pretty powerful, man. Talking a lot of truth here and talking about stuff that's, definitely, it's really something to hear in the song, but I mean, nothing for a bunch of Rastas to talk about that. They like to, chant down Babylon. So that's, I salute that. So I'm going to play the song, though, Steel Pulse, Wild Goose Chase, from the album Earth Crisis.
you just can't face. Ambition to measure the place. Who shall save the human race? Tell me, who shall save the human race? Tell me, who shall save the human race? Who shall save the human race? Who shall save the human race on this wild goose chase? Who shall save the human race? It's a shame. Who shall save the big disgrace? Who shall save the human race? 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 It's a shame. Who shall save the big disgrace? Who shall save the human race? 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 Who shall save the human race?
That was Steel Pulse with the song. That was Steel Pulse with the song Wild Goose Chase from the Earth Crisis album. I would encourage you to check out this band. Truly authentic and original. A lot to offer. You won't be disappointed. A lot in their catalog. I enjoy a lot of their music, for real. I'm going to play another song here, though, by an artist by the name of Hopsin. And anybody who knows rap, real underground rap, hip-hop, real hip-hop, the real deal, they know who Hopsin is, or have heard him, or have heard of him, I'm sure. So, yeah, let's get into it. Hopsin, he is one of the better ones out there, and I would check him out, actually. Just go down that rabbit hole, and you're going to find some badass rap from him, and some really insanely funny stuff, truly intelligent, quite articulate, and just it's a very vast array of different topics and subject matter, and he really touches on a lot of things. He has deep stuff, and that stuff's pretty well known, like the Ill Mind series, and other things like that, which are pretty crucial to hip-hop, I would say. And, yeah, I'm sure they'll stand the test of time. It's just, he talks about stuff that'll always be, current. Anyway, Hopsin on this one, though, is just, talking shit. He's peacocking a little bit because he can. And he's, what can I say? It's cool. His album, The Pound Syndrome, was the one that I first heard this on. And, yeah, man, the video was cool. And it was a little while ago, but it's really killer. And I'm going to play the song Crown Me from it. And, yeah, check it out. Check out the video, too. I would really suggest that. But, yeah, it's pretty funny and pretty cool. Pretty cool crew here. And Hopsin, yeah, definitely a leader. So here we go. Crown Me by Hopsin.
Yo, let me take you to the tribe real quick. I'm from that small city called Panorama, where the vatos roam and they blast their hammers. Never had no sense, so I'm bad with manners. Who'da thought I'd be living life in the flash of cameras? Got bitches on my nuts like pubics. Niggas can never figure me out like Rubik's. I be bullying everybody like I'm Brutus, so don't underestimate me, I do this. Truest, I'm calm and ill, but still drop bombs I kill. You know the deal with my godly skills. You wanna jog the field in my shoes, there's a lot to feel. It won't happen, you cannot be real. Man, there's so many rappers that wanna catch my face, so many bitches that wanna snatch my brain. I probably end up on the news dead, bullet in the head, mama in the street yelling, that's my baby. You want me to keep it to a minimum with the syllables? I think you should get up on my genitals. Every nigga identical when they spit up, though this shit is critical. I'ma have to get up and get on my sentinels. Nigga, what you be sipping on? I'm guessing your pen is broke. Is it difficult for you to get better? You so despicable, cause your shit is boo-boo, your bars are predictable. I do not bump it, it's hard to get into you. Please admit it, man, and voyage is radical. Mindset to just a strum and animal killing shit. And I'm a poisonous antidote. I be on it, man, your boys international. Yeah, I'm mad with rhymes, but doing this is 99, I'm a mastermind. Homie, it's 2015, and all my niggas gon' kill it when they finish the job, the other half is mine. Oh, you ain't on that real shit. I live here, you want a field trip. I'm made of shit you ain't built with. You a bitch, your girl need a real dick. It's no doubt niggas gon' feel this. You don't scare niggas, not even a little bit. I'll serve you, you get the bill quick. Crown me, I'm a real prince.
Give me that crown, boy. Give me. I said, give me that shit.
game's mine, I revolve it round me. I think I have lost it and my mind's exhausted. I'm nauseous from the process of hopping on stage and trying to dive in marsh pits. Nigga, why you focused on diamonds? These cubic zirconia is all up in my ear. Over jury, I don't get excited. My perception of life is why the fuck am I here, nigga? I've been this way since your ass has been sucking on titties. Since niggas cock back and start busting on 50. Since J-Lo was mopping in public with Diddy. Since Biggie and Pac got shot up, it's a pity. That bullshit you talking, I'm not in the mood, bro. Continue yapping, you'll see Hobson is brutal. Keep pushing me, you gon' get dropped with some judo. You fanning out like you won't cock in your culo. Niggas only in it for money and bitches. I don't even think they wanna rap no more. But they wanna be all over the television, rockin' feminine shit, tryna act homo. Oh, bias niggas can't bypass niggas. I can't change even if I tried ass niggas. Tight jeans on so they show your ass niggas. In the pool with the homies tryna splash ass niggas. Foodie is Mike and Ike, you get dice to rice when I arrive. I pull up like high surprise, it might be wise to hide when the nightly skies are high. Fucking with an ape, no life of pie. Tell me, what position would the game be in without me having the ability to rape the pen? Pound syndrome, this is it, I'm weighing in. I still hate y'all niggas and I can't pretend. Oh, you ain't on that real shit. I live here, you want a field trip. I'm made of shit you ain't built with. You a bitch, your girl need a real dick. It's no doubt niggas gon' feel this. You don't scare niggas, not even a little bit. I'll serve you, you get the bill quick. Crown me, I'm a real prince.
Give me that crown, boy. Give me. I said, give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Come on. I said, give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Give me. I said, give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Come on. Give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Give me. I said, give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Come on. I said, give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Give me. I said, give me that shit. Give me that crown, boy. Come on. Give me that shit.
That was Hobson with the song Crown Me from his album Pound Syndrome. Check him out. You will definitely not be disappointed. There's a lot of work there, and it's pretty crazy, pretty intelligent, a lot of different things. It speaks for itself. Some of the best rap out there. So check out Hobson if you're already interested from what you've heard especially. I'm going to play a song now, though, by Thundercat, the brother of the famed rap/hip-hop producer Flying Lotus. And Thundercat is amazing by himself, though. I would say I'm more interested in Thundercat, absolutely. And he's an off-and-on bass player for Suicidal Tendencies as well. But Thundercat's body of work speaks for itself hugely. He has a few albums under the belt now, and Drunk is the newest one. I played a song from this album on my last show, part 4 of this series, but I'm going to play another song from it. It's just a short one, but it's really an incredible piece of work. I would say that the whole album has, pretty much no flaws in my eyes. You can't do no wrong on that one. I don't know. I really love this one because I heard his first 2 albums, and yeah, I really like those a lot, but Drunk showed a lot of maturity and clarity and reality, rap influence as well, but just a different perspective, someone that was looking at society and things and how things are going in the direction that this world is going, and speaking on it and doing it in a way that is actually incredibly beautiful. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. I mean, that's really what an artist like Thundercat would go for. I mean, he's going for classic here, and that's what he achieved. So I'm gonna play the song though from it. "Drunk" is the song. It's the title track. It's not about being hammered. It's about the society and the information overload that we're walking around and we can't see for looking and can't agree and just definitely hammered off the information, man. Just high off technology, man. There's no denying it. But, I'm no better than anyone else, and I don't think Thundercat is really saying that there at all, and he isn't. If you listen to the songs in the album, he talks about it all in such an interesting way, and an inclusive way. But, yeah, here's the song, getting back to that. The song is "Drunk" by Thundercat, and here we go.
Drowning away all of the pain till I'm totally numb. Sometimes you want to feel alive, but not on someone else's time. Morning heartache, senses told off. I just can't catch a break. Squirrels and snakes keep me on my toes. Will you go down with me? Don't care what you say. So many feels, bro. LOL. I'm so over it, 'cause nothing is real. I'd rather be out my mind than to be dead alive. Drowning away all of the pain till I'm totally numb. Sometimes you want to feel alive, but not on someone else's time. I just can't catch a break.
That was Thundercat with the song "Drunk." And yeah, it's just a short one, but it captures a lot. It's a darker one. And yeah, it's just holding up a mirror to things. There's another song in there, that album, the song is called "The Turn Down," and it has Pharrell on it. That one is definitely one that speaks for itself. And you can see what he's thinking about and how he's feeling, and it's real. So I would encourage people to check out that album by Thundercat. All of his albums. There's two other ones, the Golden Age of Apocalypse and Apocalypse, and then this one. And maybe that's a lot to kind of process in a way, but those albums are pretty big. I would highly suggest checking them out, and you would probably really find something, at least one or two or three songs, if anything, that really turn you on. So I would check it out. But I am going to play a song now by Typo Negative. To play a song called "I Don't Want to Be Me," and it is a badass song. Peter Steele, rest in peace, the lead singer. He has that deep voice, that crazy, diverse voice. That guy who could do all kinds of things. He passed away, I think, around 2010 at the age of 48. He was a legend, is a legend, always will be. And he also had another band before Typo Negative, which did very well. He had a band called Carnivore, and that band is awesome too. They had one album called Retaliation that was released in 1987, and it is hilarious, and it's a testament to Peter Steele's sense of humor, and it's actually a really great hardcore album, so it's worth checking out. It's like one of those things where it just kind of combines so many different things in a perfect way. So that's just Peter Steele for you, though. So here's the song, Typo Negative, And yeah, the song is called I Don't Want to Be There.
I don't wanna be me. I don't wanna be me anymore.
that is Typo Negative with the song I Don't Want to Be Me. Music speaks volumes. What more can I say? Rest in peace to Peter Steele. That is legendary, just as sure as he is a legend. I'm going to play a song now that is my favorite one, or one of my favorite ones, I should say, by The Who. And yeah, actually, maybe it is my favorite one. The song is called Eminence Front, and it's my favorite one from that period anyway, their later period. And it is really interesting lyrically and talks about real shit once again. And yeah, here it is. I first heard it on Entourage, and I'm sure if you go back through that, you will too. And yeah, it's just one of their better ones for sure. So here it is, Eminence Front by The Who. That was The Who with Eminence Front. I first heard that song on the TV series Entourage, and I hunted it down like immediately, and I'm glad that I did. So, on that note, of course, I am going to play a song by another artist, and a very much one of my favorite songs of all time by this artist and just in general. This song is called Lady Black. It's by Brandon Boyd, the lead singer of Incubus, who's also a very successful and incredibly talented solo artist. And his albums are, they're very classic. They'll last forever, I'm sure. Sons of the Sea is the album I'm taking this song from, though. And the song, Lady Black is my favorite song on that album, and also by Brandon Boyd as a solo artist. Although by Incubus, I've got about a million other songs by him that I truly adore. So I would say, though, on the solo, this is it. Lady Black by Brandon Boyd.
City back when I was young and colorful. Saw a girl who doubled back. Was she the one? Lady Black, cigarette. She rolls her own. I should have known. Would you care to come and talk to me alone? Yeah. Your smile seems so familiar, like maybe before. If we had a girl, I was a fool to forget. The deep end sounds inviting. She is already in. Should I stay dry? Should I get wet? My hotel to a club, dizzy from all the fun. Said goodnight. Black was on the run. Called her back later on. She was already done. Bloody red lioness. Should have known. Yeah. When did this go one-sided? I didn't fall in alone. Sometimes I wish I never met you at all.
That was Brandon Boyd with the song Lady Black from the album Sons of the Sea, which was also produced by Brendan O'Brien, who produced the Higher Truth album by Chris Cornell and the Shangri-La Dee-Da album by the Stone Temple Pilots and many other incredible albums. So I would suggest that you dive into that pool, but it's up to you what you really want to do. So I want to play a song hurtling along to Bob Marley. And I'm going to play a song that's in my top 3, definitely. And the song is called Waiting in Vain, and I'm just going to go on and play it.
I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. From the very first time I placed my eyes on you, girl, my heart says follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But the waiting feel is fine. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string, 'cause I know how to do my thing. Don't talk to me as if you think I'm dumb. I wanna know when you're gonna come. See, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. 'Cause it's summer is here, I'm still waiting there. Winter is here, and I'm still waiting there. Like I said, it's been 3 years since I'm knocking on your door, and I still can knock some more. Ooh girl, is it feasible? I wanna know now, for I to knock some more. Yeah, see, in life I know there's lots of grief, but your love is my relief. Tears in my eyes burn, tears in my eyes burn, while I'm waiting for my turn. See, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. Oh, I don't wanna wait in vain. No, I don't wanna wait in vain. No, I don't wanna wait in vain. No, I don't wanna wait in vain. It's your love that I'm waiting on. It's my love that you're running from. It's your love that I'm waiting on. It's my love that you're running from.
That was Waiting in Vain by the great Bob Marley. and that is one of my top 3 by Marley, without a doubt. Carrying on, sailing on to a band that I truly love and adore, band Faith No More. I'm going to play a song by them from their album of the Year, which was their last official album in 1997, and the song is called She Loves Me Not. And the band did another album in 2015 called Soul Invictus, but it's not my cup of tea entirely. However, I'm open to so much more. They're coming out with more material. I want to hear it. So I'm going to play this song in the meantime, and this song is called, once again, She Loves Me Not. Here we go, by Faith No More.
I'm here alone on the telephone line. I'm right where you want me to be, and I'll wait to love and never ask why. I'll be where you want me to be, and I know, and I know, and I know. And I know, ooh, I've been here before, and I know you're kind, right where I want you to be. Now I say what I think, I'll never be what you want me to be, just to be who I am, what you want me to be. You be on your knees. Tell me, tell me, it's not true. Tell me, tell me, it's not true. Tell me, tell me, it's not true. Tell me it's not true. Alone on the telephone line, I'm right where you want me to be, and I know, 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 ooh, a way to love and never ask why. I'll be where you want me to be. I say what I think, I'll never be what you want me to be, just to be who I am, what you want me to be. You be on your knees. Tell me, tell me, tell me it's not true. Tell me, tell me, it's not true. Tell me, tell me, it's not true. Tell me it's not true. Tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me it's not true.
That was Faith No More, led by the mighty Mike Patton with the song She Loves Me Not. I'm going to proceed now in another realm. I'm going to play a song by the band Korn now. I'm going to play a song called Did My Time from the album Look in the Mirror. I really like this song. I first heard it when I was watching a video of Deftones performing at Wembley Arena in 2003. It's on YouTube. And I could hear this song playing in the background, and I was like, what is that? I must have it. So I got it. So here it is. I'm going to share it with you. But yeah, second part of this show, I'm coming to you live from my work vehicle. How cool is that shit? I'm in here recording while I'm on the go, and I've got a little setup of a studio-esque kind of thing going on in here, and I'm utilizing what I got, so that's the way it always goes. So that's pretty interesting. It could be a recurring thing in the future. However, yeah, let's get back to the task at hand. I'm going to play this song. It is called Did My Time by Korn. That was Korn with the song Did My Time from the album Look in the Mirror. Badass song, a lot of depth to it, and a lot going on in those lyrics. It's a very raw song. It's what drew me to it initially anyway, and a lot of other things, a lot of layers there, musically. I am going to play a song, though, now. Moving forward, I'm going to play a song by Melvins. The Melvins, yeah, that's right. I'm going to play a song called Night Goat. It's from their album Houdini. This is probably one of the best songs you'll ever find by the Melvins, but otherwise I'd say look into them. I don't know, Houdini is kind of where I start as far as my interest. A lot of their earlier albums, I'm not really down with all the songs very much at all. But yeah, I mean, it takes time sometimes. People got to find their groove. And I think by Houdini, it was really getting a lot more refined from what I've heard anyway. I'm still kind of starting to get my feet wet with Melvins, but his song Night Goat is sick. So I'm going to play it for you. Here it is, Melvins, Night Goat from the album Houdini. That was the Melvins for the song Night Goat. Badass song. Really hard hitting drumming there. I'm gonna go on and do a special dedication here to Reed Mullins from Corrosion of Conformity. The drummer just passed away in the last 2-3 days. It's a damn shame, and it's got a lot of people asking questions. I really am. I don't know why anybody hasn't asked what the hell happened to Reed, but I don't really think there's too many more surprises in the music industry when it comes to people dying. I think it's just part and parcel. And I'm not talking about drug overdoses, and I'm not talking about wild lifestyles and crazy circumstances. I'm talking about other shit. I won't even go into that, but the music business is fucked up. And if you play, you pay. Simple as that. You pay for your fame. So sometimes it means you dying. Simple as that, man. And it ain't even that deep. It really isn't. What sells better than a dead star? Let's be real. Death sells. Anyway, Reed Mullen, rest in peace or whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. But, I don't know if it's peace at all. Who knows what happened to the guy. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to play a song by Corrosion of Conformity from their last album. Which will probably be their last album indefinitely, which is quite the thing. But the album is called No Cross, No Crown. And it's an epic, badass album. Real heavy and incredible. The longevity they have. Pepper Keenan's incredible. But, yeah, this is a song called Nothing Left to Say. And it's a very contemplative song. Bit on the darker side as far as, someone that's struggling and going through some things. So I'm going to put this one out to read because and there's nothing left to say about this, really. He's gone. There's nothing left to say. So, and I don't see any positives out of that. I really don't. Because I'm looking at it with woken eyes. Because the music industry is diabolical. I love music, but, and I love the music that comes from that industry. But make no mistake, it's not what you think it is. So, here it is. Nothing Left to Say. Dedicated to Reed Mullins from Corrosion of Conformity. You will be missed, and the band will be missed if they don't carry on, which is debatable. Anyway, here it is.
Life gave you everything, and we threw it all
That was Corrosion of Conformity with the song Nothing Left to Say from the album No Cross, No Crown, which is their latest and hopefully not their last and final album. I can't say much more to that. Nothing Left to Say is absolutely correct. So fare thee well, Reed. You're an incredible drummer, one of the greatest in heavy music and music in general, and there is not a whole lot else that one can really add to that. So, I'm going to play a song now by Jesus and Mary Chain. I played, I believe on one of my other previous shows, a song by them called Just Like Honey that was in the movie I Melt With You, which is a crazy movie. And I want to play two other songs by them though. This song that I'm first going to play by them is called Head On. And that was when they were coming into the 90s, and their sound was really getting quite formative. It always had a cool sound, but something about the evolving sound that really comes out, sounding the way I feel like they were hoping to sound, all along. Anyway, this song is called Head On, and then I'm going to follow up with a song called The Living End, and that one is kind of a little bit more on the punk side, but just very much its own thing. You have to hear it. Anyway, songs by Jesus and Mary Chain, starting with Head On, and here we go.
Since I get my head round you, come around catching sparks of you, get an electric charge from you, a second-hand living it just won't do.
Alright, that was Head On, so we're going to carry on now and move on to the other song by Jesus and Mary Chain. As I mentioned earlier, the song is called The Living End. Check it out.
There's nothing else but me. There's nothing else but me. And an empty road. And a good road. It's so good. Just like a lyric blue. Just like a lyric blue. I get so wild I'm all over the body. I get so wild I'm all over the body. I'm breaking loose in this moonlit night. I'm breaking loose in this moonlit night. I can't remember the song tonight. I can't remember the song tonight. I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with myself. There's nothing else but me. There's nothing else but me. And an empty road. And a good food. Makes me feel so good. I'm moving too fast, and I'm just so fast. I'm moving so fast, and I can't control the wheels. I'm moving so fast, and I'm just so fast. Yeah, I'm going for a dream, yeah, it's going for me, yeah. My head is sticking into my living room.
That was the Jesus and Mary Chain with the song The Living End. And that was to follow up the last song I played by them called Head On. And I'm going to go in another direction here and play a song by Hank Williams III, legend, also bass player at one time, maybe again, who knows, for Superjoint Ritual. Also played in a lot of other bands, heavy bands. And yeah, he is definitely a picture of diversity in terms of musically. He is a country legend, though, of course, outlaw country legend. So I'm going to play a song by him, and the song is called Country Heroes. It's a great song, I'm sure, to have a few drinks to of something very hard. Yes. But yeah, it's a good song, and he's an amazing artist who actually is all over the place musically, a bit of a renaissance man. So there's a great appeal for me personally there. I kind of just got into him in the last 4 years or so, but it's always been good. So this is one of my favorites, though. Country Heroes by Hank Williams III.
Well, oh, what a feeling that burns down low when you ain't got nowhere to turn or nowhere to go. It makes me feel like sometimes I'm out of control. So I'm gonna get wasted with all my country heroes. I'm drinking some George Jones and a little bit of coke. Haggerty's in my misery, and Waylon's keeping me from home. Hank's giving me those high times, cash is gone. wasted, just like my country hero. Yeah, I'm drinking that whiskey out of that glass. And if that ain't country, well, boys, you can kiss my ass. 'Cause I wanna hear them old songs, nothing of the new. 'Cause this might be the last time I'm gonna see you. So I'm drinking some George Jones and a little bit of coke. Haggard's easing my misery, Waylon's keeping me from home. Hank's giving me those high times, Cash is gonna sing it low. And I'm here getting wasted, just like my country hero. Getting wasted with all my country hero. I'm getting wasted with all my country hero.
Taking us past the 2-hour mark is Hank Williams III with the song Country Heroes. And that's a great outlaw classic. So many great songs by such a great artist. I'm going to play a song now by Dick Dale, a surf guitar legend and hero who had a real second coming, I would say, in the form of the movie Pulp Fiction. If you've heard the song Miserloo or Miserloo, however the fuck you say it, it's a song with a lot of heavy surf guitar, and everybody knows it. It's the Pulp Fiction theme, really. I mean, it's a sick song, but there's a huge catalog there to go through. So I picked something different, of course, a song called Nitro. And this was something that I gravitated towards. It's kind of funny because it's kind of frenetic in a way. So if you're going to put it to like a skateboard video or something like that, there'd have to be some quick movement, I think, or surf video or whatever, snowboard video. It'd be a kind of manic thing, I think, in a way. So I like this song, but I like a lot of different songs by him. This is the one, however, that I just chose to put out on this show. So here we go. Dick Dale, the legend, with the song Nitro. That was guitar legend and surf guitar king Dick Dale with the song Nitro. I'm going to play a song now by Green Day, a band with quite a history going all the way back to Gilman Street in the early 90s, playing alongside bands like Operation Ivy, which eventually more or less became Rancid and other bands. There was other bands playing at Gilman Street as well that went on to do different things. But yeah, early punk scene of the 90s, late 80s, kind of taking a different approach, a lot more inclusive on some levels, though I think it's all important. All of it is important. But their approach, Green Day and other bands that had a more melodic sound, I really love that, and I think that it really appeals to a lot more people and a larger audience, and it has a more inclusive sense in that regard. Hardcore and things like that, I love that deeply, but this is something to take into consideration in regard to bands like Green Day. They're fundamental and are and were. So I'm going to play a song from the Nimrod album that came out in 1997. I remember I was a teenager when this came out, and I heard a lot of songs from it and things like that, but I was listening to all kinds of music back then, and there was all kinds of music going on around me in the 90s as a teenager, just, doing my thing. And the song I'm going to play is called Scattered, and it's one of my favorites from that album, which has a lot of really great songs. That album is really a classic right now. I mean, after all this time, things shine through, and this has a lot of really good songs on it, the Nimrod album. So I'm going to play this song, though, Scattered by Green Day. Here it goes.
Scattered pictures lying on my bedroom floor. Reminds me of the times we shared. Makes me wish that you were here, 'cause now it seems I've forgotten my purpose in this life. Well, all the songs have been erased. Guess I've learned from my mistakes. Well, open the past and present now, and we are there. Story to tell, and I am listening. The past and present and the future too. It's all I've got and I'm giving it to you. Well, loose inside and not sleeping, a lump down in my throat. Well, gagging on a souvenir with the tail another year. We'll drag it on until my skin is ripped to shreds. Well, leaving myself open wide, living out a sacrifice. Well, open the past and present now, and we are there. Story to tell, and I am listening. Open the past and present and the future too. That's all I got, and I'm giving it to you. And I got no one, and I got no place to go. Will it be alright? Will it be alright? Well, I've got some scattered pictures lying on my bedroom floor. Reminds me of the times we've shared. Makes me wish that you were here, 'cause now it seems I've forgotten my purpose in this life. Oh, all the songs have been erased. Guess I've learned from my mistakes. Well, open the past and present now, and we are there. Story to tell, and I am listening. Open the past and present and the future too. It's all I got, and I'm giving it to you. It's all I got, and I'm giving it to you.
That was Green Day with the song Scattered from the album Nimrod. and I'm going to play a song here, moving along, by an artist that is also known as Tony Stark. Alright, it's Robert Downey Jr., and I'm not entirely sure if I played one of his songs on one of my previous shows, but I may have. And this album, The Futurist, came out about 2006, I think, roughly, and is an incredible album. If you ever get an opportunity, go on YouTube and just check it out. The Futurist is the title, like I said. And this song is called Hannah, and it's really one of the great treasures of that album, of which there are numerous. So it really exhibits Robert Downey Jr.'s versatility as an artist. And I really love some of these songs. I listen to them on a regular basis, in my shuffling world anyway. It fits in there into the shuffle mentality that I'm always, putting into practice. So here it is, Hannah by Robert Downey Jr. from his album The Futurist.
There's a dark problem today, as always. Another black thought as our arms shuffle past in the hallway. Hannah, Hannah doesn't sleep on my floor every day. Simple and slow, it grows. Yeah, now the clock's done ticking on my whole motivation. Hannah, you kill with a look and your own special brand of temptation. Hannah, Hannah, you're doing it. Hannah, don't sleep on my floors every day. Simple and slow, it grows. For suicide. She's a boy king, but he's a bastard with a problem. She's a stomping beast and a dark, demanding child. No small wonder that this boy's little war toys got bombed on the carpet, bombed out in the townhouse. I believe I can see to exhibit all the prowess of a paper bag soldier. Hannah's not home, tripping, blowing it. It pains me you've put your foundation so at risk. Were you displeased? Breeding incompetence. You are dismissed. You are dismissed. In his skin, and we wear routine for a suicide. He's a but he's a Bowser with a problem. He's a stomping beast and a dark, demanding child.
Robert Downey Jr., aka Tony Stark, with the song Hannah from his album The Futurist. And you can hear Hawkeye bitch about the Futurist in the movie Civil War, actually, in one of the final scenes when he's imprisoned with some other Avengers. And yeah, he brings up the Futurist and talks about what a prick Tony is for locking him up. And anyway, it happened, and Hawkeye eventually got out, I'm sure, or whatever the fuck. Anyway, I am going to play a song now by Flying Lotus, actually, a collaboration with Thundercat, but it's a Flying Lotus song, essentially. But yeah, I wanted to play another song by Thundercat. I had originally included this one called King of the Hill on this, and there's some issues with licensing and all that, so I run into some issues sometimes with that and had to be innovative. So here I am, and I'm going to share this one instead. This song is called The Climb, and yeah, it's by Flying Lotus, and it features Thundercat. An amazing, incredible song, as always, with these two. Although I'm not into all their collaborations or everything that Thundercat is on necessarily, but everything that Thundercat touches and creates himself, I'm somewhere around the vicinity most of the time. So I'm going to play this song, though, Flying Lotus, The Climb, featuring Thundercat. That was Flying Lotus with The Climb, featuring Thundercat, his actual biological brother, and two musical icons and geniuses. Truly. I mean, that word gets thrown around often, but it applies completely because they're the embodiment. So, I am going to wind things down now, though, and I am going to end the show here, and I'm going to have to catch you on part 6 or perhaps something different. We'll go down a different direction. Nonetheless, I want to thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching the Facebook page. Such a great core audience, and I just want to encourage you with this song by the Doobie Brothers here on a hopeful note, end the show on a hopeful note, and just talk about, this song. This song is called There's a Light, and it's about God, really, and the higher power watching over all of us, and as our lives unravel and our comings and goings and everything that we do, and the illusions that we get caught up in, all the things that just kind of go with that. But it's truly pointing towards the light, and every day you got to focus on the good. You got to magnify the good, because it's a constant fight every single day as we're bombarded from every level as individuals in the society, with other things and fighting darkness and depression. It's the battle, because that's one of the ways that they get you, the proverbial they. But yeah, really, they. That's how, everyone can get at you. People can get to you that way. So I want to encourage you to be steadfast in hope and move forward, into a future. Look forward for a future so that we can set a better example for the younger generations. So I think it all ties together. I mean, it really does. So here's that song, though, and thanks again, Doobie Brothers, with the song from their album Living on the Fault Line, and the song is called There Is a Light. All right, thanks from Jordan J.
There's a light that shines on all people, sees them through. It waits and watches them move through their lives like people do. There's only so much we can be sure of, we can see. Rest belongs to time and things that are meant to be. When the clouds surround you and you know you found your rainy day, all the blues are bound to make you feel just like they're here to stay. All through your life, anything that's meant to be will be. When tomorrow comes, once again you see that there's a light that shines